Let's get busy then.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
Was that laughter?
No.
We have nothing more on him.
Snake again.
It looks fresh this time. Probably made on the day of the massacre. Only the date on Green's tree was carved long ago. The one on the safe was done yesterday.
Sarah, they must mean something. Identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Travis Collette.
James!
Sorry. So the watch with a photo wasn't evidence of a friendly quarrel between Kovalev and Green?
They were obviously very close.
Was the toxicology of the rest clean?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it was normal for this social class.
Sarah, you have access to the CTC registers.
Just checked. Kovalev's Icarite never made it there, which means that this is another
final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check. famous psychologist, back in the circle of suspects.
More on the periphery.
Salma again. She might have known something.
Would Kovalev have let her go then?
She could pull strings.
All the more reason for Kovalev to take her down, right? On one hand, he was just a pawn.
You mixing game metaphors?
Hey, people say that.
Never mind. All right.
Motherfuckers. I still can't believe it.
At least their plans will take a while longer. Chief's errand boy.
I wonder how big his stable was. As the chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here? That tell you something?
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know.
Sarah, can you check what building this is?
How am I supposed to do that? This is just a small section. I need more to work with here. So Dean was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
We can't rule out that Dean was working for someone else.
Like who? And what the hell do Green's plans have to do with it?
Let's focus on the second question.
You think we missed something at Green's?
Everything points to that.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine, $938.
Ah, fuck you. And don't wait for me with dinner. I'll be late. After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on, turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
talking?
Let's keep it simple.
Going from corner to corner isn't simple.
I don't know. I'm looking.
Let's not give up. That's not what the map wants to tell me. Safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
If there was anything here, the feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of here?
Wait.
James?
It's not about the safe.
You just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
The storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Ugh, never mind.
for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
You sound like an expert.
I was helping my cousin repair pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking. This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected. The wall is a meter from the safe. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see it develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven. crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
Governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Stairs must have damaged the wires. Okay, why did he fall? And where's the killer? Shot. Needs a closer look. Of screens. Make that God. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
Why is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
What happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head. Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
Toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. the masses. Oh, nice. They even think about us after hours.
Well, their plans will have to wait.
She knew what was going on.
And she took part anyway.
Interesting.
This notebook is worth a fortune.
Then why did you leave him? What?
And thus, conspiracy theories are born.
Like you got hit by a truck? Blagojevich, journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
Why are you keeping this company? I'm asking the questions this time. Sorry it's too late. Surprised to see you. Debauchery is your specialty. That's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood. Broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here. Attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Fucking wiring. You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
Done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Yet something or someone stopped him. Shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. This.
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves company, especially in the Force. Is she your liaison?
I'm off duty.
Right.
Glass. A lot of shrapnel. Where did it come from? I'll get back to that. You? Here? Rachel would be disappointed, but I'm not too surprised. This reminds me of something. I saw one just like it in the safe. Only degenerates can afford to endure prohibition with dignity. High voltage. Must be powering something big. Now, let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. In the regular closet like the rest of us.
See? You dressed inappropriately. It was a theme party.
So she was over here. No, fuck it. Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Maybe when... Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. Wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range? Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. Blood trail. And anything else? It's time for pictures of your friend. Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. I don't know you. You slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you stood on the right side. I thought you might be worth the risk.
How fucking kind of you. Drake's star? I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. .9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her, she was bleeding like hell. Senator used them as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape? Ritual toy. Sharp. Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. Was she waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? ton of lead. It burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kate is shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. Lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where? Same weapon as before. I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. Boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out. so close. Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover. Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them. Possible. No certificates. I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Right in this one? Age 21. There's some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites, why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. To the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
much everyone here knows each other.
Just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you!
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
Punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here...
Yes.
And the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
I'm not green. You can't buy me. The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. How could I let myself be tricked like this? She lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. I don't even have a bar here. Focus, James. Sarah needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? From here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? Doesn't seem connected to the net. Damn it. Electric current powers up the antenna. It must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look. Dirt. murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week. What is this place?
Thought I'd be an easy target.
Give it up! You're trapped!
Funny. You're the one bleeding.
Get one fucking chance. One!
Great. Just show yourself.
Eat lead, asshole. What the?
You'll be completely fucked for killing an officer's body. You cunt.
Oh shit. Sarah?
I'd love to see the look on the commander's face trying to explain our corpses in the slums.
I wouldn't be called on the carpet for once. I'd be buried under it.
Fortunately, in this body, it's hard to blow someone's head off. Did you get the shakes too?
I had a slight desynchro.
Sunken face, bloodshot eyes like a junkie. James, you know how strung out you look?
Me? You looked in the mirror lately?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company here.
This body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
You're in your 30s, right?
29.
My bad.
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Karra had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
Just spill it already.
Fine. You want it? Here it is. I rented my body on the black market.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. Back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but it looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Nobody was looking after you.
On your own fast in the slums, because you can either afford children or you can afford new bodies. Not both. I was ahead of my family by the time I was 15. We found out there used to be a museum here, so we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. It's a portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
And the authorities just looked the other way?
They didn't give a shit. It's the slums. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Grudge or anything?
I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back. She only thought of others, never herself. Selfless to a fault. After a month, her subscription expired. And we were broke. There was no one to help. She wound up in the bank. putting the body in auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Remember it. This is older than me.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
I don't dwell on that. I've had plenty on my mind.
Right.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
I had a bit of a head start thanks to my sports career, but it didn't come out of nowhere either. From a previous life. I earned it.
You must have had a hard time.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Our job sucks, huh?
At least it slightly improves your chance of survival.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
Ever watch any westerns?
No. What are they about?
Well, you'd love them. I think you'd identify with the characters. In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
Looks like you covered all the bases. Nice work.
Thanks. I tried.
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking...
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
Did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes! The Chicken of Justice could only be summoned by solving one.
Bottoms up. Honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
Great. What's our poison?
Slum's chief export, apart from bodies. Moonshine.
Nice. The worse the neighborhood, the better the hooch. What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Are you fucking nuts?
I'm risking everything for you, shithead. Do you understand that? The whole world doesn't revolve around you.
I don't think the whole world.
So trust me, like I trusted you.
All right. So you rented your body. Where'd you get this one? The current model.
Salma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
It's not sleep when you're in the bank. It's nothingness. You don't feel anything.
Like transferring in CTC? I remember what you said.
And you remember that I'd still choose the bank?
James, I have to save her! Fuck! You understand?
I get it. Sometimes you have to cross the line. And if you do it, please make it for someone you love.
Well, I don't know if that's what I want.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.